Good morning. Today is March 28th. It's another weekend and another day of me going to work. That's all I'm ever gonna do, and that's all I'm ever gonna really be doing. And I'm okay with that. I'm really content with all of that right now. And I got a cookie. Today, the things I am the most grateful for today is this this weather. It's not a great day. It's just slightly overcast, but not really. The sun is still out. It's just like softbox. And that's really, it makes it sort of nice out. You can see things without being blinded. But it's also not so dark that, you feel tired and dragged down. So, that was weird. It was just cold enough. I left that in the car because I knew it'd be a little cold, so it'd get chilled. But that was cold enough to be slush. Almost makes you feel like you're back in high school uh, when the milk, when the milk was still partially frozen when you went and grabbed it. So you felt like you were drinking a weird milkshake instead of drinking your milk. I don't know. Maybe that was just my school. So it's another day. So that just means, okay, it's another day. Sorry, something weird happened. So it's another day. So it means three more things that I have to list off. Well, no, scratch that. That I get to name off. I'm grateful for the fact that I get to start over in life. For the last several years, I've felt like I had no freaking clue on how I was going to accomplish or do anything in it. I wasn't even living. I was barely surviving. I wouldn't even call it surviving. I failed at the entirety of being an adult, being a person. Just I failed. And there are parts of me that think I shouldn't be here today. And I don't mean finally getting all these wins, finally finally finding that direction and putting in all this work to be succeeding right now. I have big, big goals that are ahead. They're in the future. I'm working towards them. I'm getting there. They're coming. I can feel it. I know it's there. I'm putting in the work. What I mean is I don't think I should. There's a lot of moments where I don't feel like I should be alive. There's a lot of moments where I feel like I'm a really insignificant person, and it's getting better. I don't think like that hardly at all now, but I did, and it was constantly. It happens. There are still a lot of things I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying right now. I haven't really talked to a lot of people. I think I've already talked about the concept of not really having friends or feeling like relationships I build, I want them to be deeper, but I feel like they never get below a shallow level. And part of that is on me. If I think I'm building something deep and it's not, there are parts of that are on me. Right now, I've been spending a lot of time trying to figure out how, who, and what people I would like to reintroduce myself back into their lives. I took a lot of time to get out of bad headspaces, to take care of myself, and to work through all of these wonky and murky and dark and not fun places to be. I spent several months doing that, not really talking to anyone. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's not good either. It's tough, you know? I was in this group chat that was a part of like work, and it was like small fun things that people would be like, "Hey, does everyone want to get together and do these things?" And every now and then, it wouldn't be like planning or scheduling things. Every now and then, it was like just small, little like, "Hey guys, this is what's happening in life. How do we feel about it?" And I barely ever responded. To know I was missed when I would respond was nice, but I had to take myself out of it. One, it was blowing up my phone constantly, and I'm not even there. So why would I want to put myself in a place where I'm hearing and seeing all these text messages of plans that I know I can't be a part of? And not just because of my mental health, but because like I'm 1,500 miles away. It sucks. It makes you feel like you're in a cage. There are people I want to reach out to that I'm hoping. There are people I miss, but being away for so long, I don't know where I stand with it. I don't know what narratives have been told. I always want to think the best, but I don't know. Have never talked negatively about my past relationship. I have challenging thoughts, and I have thoughts that are a little more on the negative side, not so fun side. But or at least I feel like I haven't bashed her. She doesn't deserve that. And I would like to think that she wouldn't do the same thing to me. Like she wouldn't degrade me. Because I haven't. And I would like to think that's a two-way street. But I don't know. And that's her prerogative, her choices. They don't they don't bother me. It hurts a little bit. It's sad. But what I do with that, that's up to me, right? So I I want to reach out to people. I know I have to be a little careful just because I don't know what's going on in life. I don't know where people are at anymore in their own mental health or in their own busy schedules. Like, I just don't know. So I don't want to make assumptions. But I also don't know what's been said about me. So I don't know if I'm ready for people to look at me in a sympathetic way, in a negative light. I don't know if I'm ready to see that. And people will think whatever they want to think. That's okay. The only thing I can do is believe in myself, work on myself, trust myself, and hope for the best. I miss my little band. They were always a joy. I know they haven't really done that in a while. They're a good little group, and I love them. I miss the people that made me feel like I had a family. Think about them all the time. In my head, the friends I had made there, they were my family. I was thousands of miles away from any close family of any sort. And so they were my chosen family that I worked hard to build relationships with, to get to know them, to allow them into my life, to my circles. I'm hoping to sit with that for a little bit, play just a little bit, prepare myself, and to reach out to some people I love a lot. They mean the world to me. And I hope I mean the world to them. Point two, I've sort of already mentioned stillness and quietness, and how it can be a great place to just let your head be for a second, to take in everything around you. This one sort of goes along those lines. I am incredibly grateful for not just feeling like I have control of my life, because that's all external. Those are outwardly things that I can finally feel in control about. But internally, having the ability to know when my head is in some not so fun places, in some deep, dark spots, I am incredibly grateful for the work I've put in to be able to pause, acknowledge those, and be able to quiet. The whole thing about this entire journey is, yeah, I'm up against a lot of external forces, but the number one thing I'm up against, more so than any of those things, more so than any of that, is myself. I am up against myself. If I take a look at something and I think of how overwhelming it is, I'm gonna get overwhelmed. I'm gonna struggle. So being able to shut that voice up, take a moment, and actually look at the good and the positive of those situations, it's tough. I continue to reiterate over and over again how much of like a better person I am now. I believe it. I don't think my light is that bright yet, but I think it's getting there, and it's awesome. I will continue to be amazed and proud of myself for the amount of hard work and the dedication I've been putting into this journey, and all of these tiny little crazy things that just I get the opportunity to make myself and my life better. And they feel small when you say them out loud, when you look at them, but genuinely and truly, I don't know how many times I can say it or reiterate it, but when you take that step back and look at all of the things, it's like a jigsaw puzzle where you're starting to see the amazingly beautiful picture that you're creating. I'm just really grateful for that. I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for how much work I've been putting into myself. I never thought it would be possible to put this much work into myself. It's an awesome feeling. It's not perfect, but it's awesome. Point 3 of things to be grateful for the first time in a very long time. I can finally see a path ahead. It's also still very dim. There's something. I have no idea where it's gonna go. No idea where I'm gonna end up. I still have zero clue where I want to go. Every day, things are getting easier and easier. Every day, more and more opportunities are coming my way. Every day, I'm just succeeding. Every day, I'm succeeding. Yesterday, I talked about like the weird and the wonky. Those still exist. But if you're just able to get through it, that's still a success. To have days that are setbacks and still continue to try to fight, to still continue to fight, that's an awesome success. Things will always be a little on the tough side. Things will always want to challenge you. They're not trying to pull you down, they're just trying to see what you can handle. That's exciting. That's awesome. And that's one of the best parts of life. Here's to day 9. Here's to making it over a week of finding small gratitudes. That's 9 days. 3 grateful things a day. It's 27. It's 27 things to be grateful for. I don't know how I'm gonna get more, but I can't wait to look at that list. So again, here's to day 9.